fans, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy XRL Steel. It's Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. It's time for XNA, Extreme North America Racing League. We are racing tonight rather, at Hungary, and we're going to be getting started in just a couple minutes' time. I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick grid rundown here, real quick. We have in the Williams, Ryan Hurricane. Drawn Captain 69 will be on the Racing Point. Anthony Waddington will be in the Alfa Romeo. LV6 Beastian in the Ferrari. XRL Zola also in the Williams. Higgs in the AlphaTauri, Botch Gerbil in the Mercedes, Holy Cow in the Red Bull, Young Maneuver in the Ferrari, XRL Low in the Haas. We have a new driver with us tonight. The kid Shay will be in the Red Bull. We have Fat Wardo in the Mercedes, Cold Carnival in the Renault, XRL Ertica and XRL Mon both in the McLaren. Frisbee in the Haas, Rush 400 in the Alfa Romeo, Calzoner in the Renault, and of course, as always, your boy XRL Steel up in the commentary box. We're going to be getting started in just a couple minutes' time, folks. While we're waiting, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give you a quick heads up that if you have not already done so, please follow the Extreme Racing League's Twitch channel. That way you can stay informed whenever we go live and be able to see our races. Also, if you can, go ahead and show us a little love and subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of folks working hard behind the scenes to bring these races to you. I mean, it's just it would help us out so much. It helps get the words out, helps fund some of the awesome stuff that we're able to do for you. So if you could please give a follow and subscribe to the channel. We're getting ready to get started here in just a couple minutes' time. The session timer has started. We're looking at an 18-minute qualifying session followed by a 50% distance race. And just to give you a quick rundown of where we stand as of, let's see, as of Belgium, we have XRL Zola in the driver standings, holding on to P1 with 103 points, followed by XRL Torpedo with 90 points, XRL Tome with 51, Wild Nissan GTR with 38, Skinny Fishbone with 37, Football Boss with 18, LV6 Beastian with 12, Checker with 11, Major HD with 6, El Yoy with 3, P-Janic 96 with 2, Schumacher SF7 with 2, Sid Ozzy 12, Plastic Love, Root Beer King, and Rebel Haza all with 0. And I am so sorry, I just read you the dev standings. I certainly apologize for that. Give me 1 second and I'll see if I can track down the XNA standings for you, which apparently I momentarily do not have access to, but I will go ahead and get you those standings if at all possible. So I apologize, folks, for misquoting you on the standings, and we are now starting qualifying. Well, I see you in the chat, Soaker_24, and I greatly appreciate that. I've always had a love of doing comms for the XRL because we have so many great drivers in here, such an absolutely wonderful admin team, and it's important to me to recognize everything that goes on behind the scenes. And ladies and gentlemen, we have now started qualifying. It'll be an 18-minute short qualifying. Just waiting for some of these drivers to come out of the pits, and I'm getting the word from race control that the race will be all dry. So that'll definitely make for a very smooth race. I've had an opportunity to talk to some of the drivers that have been doing practice sessions throughout the course of the week. And this track, being a very technical track, presents a lot of challenges for drivers in the wet. And the first driver we're going to have out on track is going to be Rush 400, followed by Cold Carnival, also out on track. Botch Gerbil now coming out as well in the Mercedes. We're going to go ahead and follow on board with Rush as he goes through his outlap. Frisbee now coming out as well. Rush dipping a little bit of a tire into the grass, coming through the chicane, coming way wide. Drawn Captain and Calzone are coming out on track, as well as Cold Carnival. The predicted tire strategy around XNA, around Hungary, is going to be the optimal strategy is a medium hard strategy, as the soft tires do not last long around here at all. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the tires that everyone has fitted. Give me just a moment to pull that data up for you. All right, and we're seeing Rush has opted to come out on the soft tire compound. Got his data pulled up here, and he appears he has invalidated his lap. So we're going to go ahead and drop down to Higgs, who is rounding out his outlap, prepping to start his hot lap. And Cold Carnival posting a very impressive, I scratched that, Botched Gerbil now posting the fastest lap thus far, qualifying with a 1:14.387, followed by Cold Carnival with a 1:15.032. Frisbee now posting a very impressive 1:13.800 for the fastest lap of qualifying, catapulting him up into pole. So far we're seeing almost exactly a 1 second, almost exactly a 2 second gap from P1 to P3 in the qualifying times. Drawn Captain posting a 117.922, Calzoner posting a 114.419. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take just a moment to apologize for the couple of technical mistakes. Still kind of trying to smooth things out a little bit. Unfortunately, was in the hospital earlier today, and still kind of trying to get my bearings. So I apologize if things have been just a little wonky. I'll do my best to get those smoothed out and get the commentary where it needs to be. All right, and for those of us just joining us, you are watching the Extreme Racing League's North American division racing at Hungary tonight. If you haven't done so already, please give the stream a follow, and if you can find it in your heart, throw us a subscription, help us out a little bit. It takes a lot for everyone in the Extreme Racing Leagues to be able to bring these events to you. Little support goes a long way. And we're going to go ahead and ride on board with XRL Ertica. Not quite sure what's going on as he preps to start his fast lap. All right, we have a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. Something to note, turn 5, the inside curb, it's going to be very important for drivers to stay off that curb today, as even the slightest touch will bring the car around. That's one of the most difficult corners to transit through in the entire circuit. Ertica looking to be very well on pace, coming up on the back end of XRL Low. XRL Low is going to want to clear out and allow him some space to get through. And it looks like XRL Low is going to be going into the pits. Okay, and it looks like for whatever reason, XRL Ertica has opted to bail out of that lap. I'm not quite sure what happened here. The Kid Shea posting a 121.197, Higgs posting a 116.125, XRL Low posting a 115.485, XRL Ertica with a 115.190, Cold Carnival with a 115.032, Calzoner with the 114.419, Botched Gerbil with the 114.387, and Frisbee with a 113.800, still holding on to pole position. Remaining to qualify, Rush, Zola, Holy Cow, Fat Wardo, XRL Mon, and A. Waddington, LV6 Beastian, Young Maneuver, and Ryan Hurricane. LV6 Beastian and Young Maneuver having not yet left the pit lane. Rush posting a purple sector 2. Rush now posting a purple sector 3 and posting a 114.198, moving him into P2. The Kid Shea still holding on to that 119.827, Drawn Captain with a 117.922. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3. Calzoner with a purple Sector 1. Calzoner with the purple Sector 2. Looking very smooth, and Anthony Waddington has retired from session with a 115.814, that time being set on the medium tire compound. Zola with a 116.550. Calzoner improving on his time with a 114.102, moving him within 3/10 of a second of Frisbee. All right, for those of you in the stream, I would like to hear from you your predictions of who our front runners are going to be over the course of this race. Generally speaking, I like to make a prediction as to who I think the front runners are going to be, based on what I've seen through practice sessions this week. I'm going to hedge a bet saying that it's going to be Rush 400. Cold Carnival, and Frisbee are going to be our podium finishers. With Frisbee, with the times he's posted thus far, I'm going to go with Frisbee to continue to hold pole over the course of the race. In the races that I have had an opportunity to see him compete in, he's always been very close to the front, if not the race winner on most occasions that I've seen him run. But I've also seen Rush 400 put up some absolutely amazing performances. In addition to XRL Low, for those of you that watched Belgium last week for X2. XRL Zola was a come from behind favorite. I had projected him to finish P5, but unfortunately, a late incident bringing out a safety car caused him a little bit of wing damage and sent him down the grid. Zola, as I've said on several occasions, is not a driver that you want to sleep on. Oh, and big lockup by Botch Gerbil on his hot lap. Not quite sure what happened there. But speaking of Zola, we're going to go ahead and jump down and ride on board with Zola as he completes his outlap, getting ready to start his hot lap. Let's see what kind of time he's able to post. With just over 5 minutes remaining in this qualifying session, quick rundown of the qualifying times. On pole, we have Frisbee with a 113.800, Calzoner in P2 with a 114.102. Rush 400 with a 114.198, Botch Gerbil 114.387, Fat Wardo 114.616, good enough for P5, XRL Low with a 114.992, Cold Carnival with a 115.032, and Botch Gerbil now taking pole with a 113.697. Cold Carnival holding on to P7 with a 115.032, XRL Mon with a 115.100, Urtica with a 115.190, less than a tenth separating P8 and P9. Holding on to P10 is Ryan Hurricane with a 115.312, Young Maneuver with a 115.450, Waddington Secure in P12 with a 115.814, Holy Cow with a 116.071. He needs to move on up there. We got Higgs with a 116.125, XRL Zola with a 116.550, Drawn Captain with a 117.922, and the Kid Shea with a 119.827. The Kid Shea, a newcomer to the XNA. It'll be interesting to see what he's able to accomplish in this race. And we have LV6 Beastian yet to set a time. Just under 4 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. We're going to go ahead and ride on board with Beastian here for a moment. Now, the burning question here at Hungary is, with the Hungarian circuit being that it is Hungary, who's thirsty for that win? And yes, I know that joke was absolutely horrible, but as many will tell you, I am the king of absolutely horrible puns in my commentary. So, get used to it. All right, just over 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this qualifying session. The times haven't shifted too much. Young Maneuver retiring from session with a 115.450 set on the medium tire compound. The majority of the field, the majority of the top 10 opting to set their times on the soft tire compound. That is a potentially dangerous move as the soft tire compound does not last very long around here. So I would be expecting to see a lot of drivers pitting within the first couple of laps as part of a strategic move, pitting within the first couple of laps and going to either the medium or the hard tire compound. Mediums projected to last 10 to 12 laps around here, and the hard tire compound able to go up to 18 to 20 depending on how well you manage your tires. Botched Gerbil with less than 90 seconds to go in qualifying, setting a purple sector 1. I'm sorry, correction. Frisbee setting a 113.800. Botched going for another outlap, looking to possibly put a little bit of padding on that time. Beastian has retired from session. Fat Wardo's retired from session as well, as we now have 1 minute to go in qualifying. Frisbee setting a purple sector 2. For those of you watching the stream, please give me your predictions on your race winner for today. And Frisbee now posting an impressive 113.347, bettering his time by just over 0.3 of a second, providing that much needed padding between him and Botched Gerbil, as we now have less than 30 seconds to go in qualifying. Rush now bettering his time to a 113.690, doing whatever he can to shave a little bit of that gap between him and Frisbee. Of course, the deciding factor is going to be who's able to get the better start. We're going to follow with XRL Mon now, who's so far held on to a 114.412, trying to better that time as the timer in qualifying has now elapsed. Drivers that are presently on laps will have an opportunity to finish those laps. It's going to be interesting to see what XRL Mon is able to do, as he has a little bit of a squabble coming out of the chicane, able to recover from that very nicely. We'll see what time he's able to post here. Oh, significant And XR Alman has now unfortunately invalidated that lap. So any dreams he had of breaking into the top three, unfortunately, are going to be dashed. Cold Carnival coming around with a 114.840. Zola, in trademark fashion, taking out the pit lane speed limit sign. Uh, good old Rocky Balzola knocking down signs all over the place. And I will be back for lights out. And we are going to be underway at 9:58 Central Standard Time. That is going to be 3:58 European time. And I will be back for the race start in just a couple moments' time. Just to give you a real quick grid rundown, in starting on row one, we have Frisbee and Botch Gerbil. Row two, Rush 400 and Calzoner. Row three is going to be XRL Mon and Fat Wardo. Row four is going to be XRL Urtica and Cold Carnival. Starting row five is XRL Low and Ryan Hurricane. Row six is going to be XRL Zola and Holy Cow. Row 7 is going to be Young Maneuver and Anthony Waddington. Row 8 is going to be Higgs and the Kid Shea. The Kid Shea, a newcomer to XNA. And starting on row 9, it's going to be Drawn Captain and LV6 Beastian. As I said earlier, a good portion of the field has opted to start on the soft tire compound, and we could see some we could see potentially some early pitting, as the soft tire compound is typically only good for 4 to 5 laps around Hungary. Hungary being notoriously hard on tires, so we could see some early pit stops to move to the medium or the hard tire compound. The the medium to hard tire compound strategy being the preferred strategy. Uh, there there is talk among some of the drivers about possibly trying to run the soft tire compound out to 6 to 8 laps. That's a very dangerous strategy, as tire degradation is going to play a very significant factor. And I'm seeing XRL Zola in the stream chat saying, talking very much like a boxer, knock me down and I'll keep getting back up. Um, something interesting about Zola. I have seen a propensity from him throughout the season to be able to claw his way from the back of the field to the front. And as I've said in X2 multiple times, Zola definitely not a driver to sleep on. So it'll be very interesting to see what he's able to accomplish. We're just a couple minutes away from the start of this race. All right, we have less than 30 seconds to go prior to lights out. All right, we're now seeing drivers begin to ready up, and we are on the grid. 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it is lights out, and away we go. Frisbee getting off to a very impressive start. And botched Gerbil in a position to challenge Frisbee. And Botch Gerbil has pulled himself up into P1. Frisbee taking it back, then battling wheel to wheel, coming through Frisbee all over the gearbox of Botch Gerbil. Rush 400, 4/10 behind in P3. Calzoner behind him. Cold Carnival behind him to round out your top five. The view from Calzoner of the top three. We could potentially be seeing a very pitched battle on this inaugural lap. Oh, and Zola apparently having some contact with another driver. Not quite sure who that was. Unfortunately, Zola has been plagued with early incidents throughout the course of throughout the season. It'll be interesting to see how he recovers from that, as he's going to dive into the pits. We could potentially see him moving to a hard tire strategy. We'll see what he does here real quick. And Zola is going to go ahead and move to that hard tire strategy. Could give him a slight advantage when the rest of the field pits. Moving back up to the front of the grid to follow the action there. Botch Gerbil now opening up a significant lead on Frisbee. Almost a full second opened up on him. Rush a full second behind Frisbee. Calzoner 3/10 of a second behind Rush. We're seeing some significant position changes here in the midfield. Botch Gerbil now posting a 117.655.